How's it going, everybody? It's PJ for PJ Play on Twitch and PJ on YouTube. Back on Train Simulator 2022. I'm going to try to take another crack at the last time I did a run. I did the Miami to West Palm Beach 10-minute kind of introductory run. Got the gold medal on that. And then to try and round out the broadcast, I went ahead and tried to do a quick drive from Conklin Yard to Plum Creek. I wound up getting through it, getting to a red light that never changed aspect. So I was just stuck there. I think I either rolled through it or I eventually kind of got tired of waiting and I kind of rolled through it. But somehow I went through the red and it ended the scenario. So I restarted it, and once again I found myself off on this at this red light that never would change. Ultimately, it turned out after looking at the map that I was actually off target. I wasn't on the right track. One of the friends of the stream, Code Monkey, he was saying that sometimes in Quick Drive, the program has a hard time connecting point A to point B, which made me feel better because I thought. But being the person that I am, I couldn't leave it alone. And I went back and I looked at it, and I did find a way to do the run from Conklin Yard to Plum Creek. So I thought I would share that with you. We'll go ahead and we'll get started. We're going to be driving two CSX Gensets NREs, 3GS-21B plus 30 center beams. We're going to depart Conklin Yard, and we have to go to Plum Creek. It's autumn, cloudy and snowy, and it's 1:02 in the afternoon. So we'll go ahead and we will start that up. And we will get this underway. So yeah, I'm typically with quick drives to this point. All you've really had to do is get in, get the engine started, put the reverser in forward, and just go. Everything was set up. Everything was taken care of. It's relatively straightforward and easy. This one it caused a little bit more thinking to go into it, but I did figure out a way to go. There is one issue that we will come upon. So we got the green aspect here. We're clear to go. So the first thing we'll do is we'll look at our thing. We got to stop at Plum Creek, Maine, and then let's take a look at the map. So if we center on the player, we are here in the Conklin aluminum. Okay, so we've got three tracks here. We're on the middle track. If you follow this middle track, what happens is the middle track winds up taking you here off to kind of off to the northwest, and I think I kind of wound up here. There's a bridge or something, but Conklin Plum Creek is down here. So in order to get there, we actually have to be on this track here. But as you can see, there's really no way in a forward motion to get there. There's no connection at all. This is where this is where you'd have to change the switch to get onto this road here, this route here. And that takes you eventually down to Plum Creek. So there are two switches that you're going to have to manipulate. But where we currently are, we can't get there from here. So what we need to do is we actually have to back up to the Conklin portal. And when we get to Conklin portal, then we can switch this over, and we can. But again, not from the map. You can only do that. You have to actually go back and physically do it. Switch over to that outside track. So that's what we're going to do. And then like I said, we'll have one more switch to throw in order to get down here to Plum Creek, Maine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump back in the cab. Let's turn on our gauge lights, our cab lights. We'll get the wipers going since it is snowy out there. We're going to go with the headlights. We're going to go full because visibility is low, so we're going to go ahead with that. Ditch lights on continuous, and we'll go headlights bright. Okay, I think we're good to go. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our reverser into reverse. We'll give it a little bit of, just get our RPMs up and our amps going. And then we're going to go ahead and take the brake off here. There we go. Step out. We're starting to move backwards. There we go. So if we hit the free roam cam, I'll take you back to the Conkley portal, which is where we got to get to. All the way down here. And that's, let's see, this is the switch we're going to have to change, and we'll have to do it by hand. See, we can do it by hand, but it does not, as I showed you before, it doesn't really appear on the map. Oops, that's the wrong button. So if we go to Conkley portal down here, so as you can see, there's no switch that appears here. So so we're going to have to go ahead and we will that's how we're going to do that. I'm going to have to stay on the outside in order to hopefully be able to see any and all, because I think that's one of the issues I have, is I believe when we're backing up here there is an aspect on red, and so we should probably stop at that, but I think I tend to go through it. And it doesn't shut me down or anything, but it does kind of ding me here. I think this is it right here. That's the stop. I don't know if I can request to pass on red, but I'm going to try and do it this time. But I need to know where that is then, so I can hopefully pull up. How close are we getting? Well, we're doing 21. Okay, so I think what we might do is we might actually, let's come down on that. We'll see if we can't, we're going to increase the braking a little bit. All right, I think we're coming up on this light pretty quickly at 21. And I'll see, but again, I think because we're coming at it backwards, I'm not sure if we get the have the ability to, whoop, if we have the ability to call for a request. So we'll see. We'll see. First things first, we got to get it stopped before it passes. All right, so we're at 5. Coming up. All right, let's see if we can call for permission here. Call signal and request pass at danger behind. Oh, we can. Look at that. Denied. What? What does that? All right, so we're denied. So I don't know if we're going to wait for a while or what, but let's take a look at the map. Yeah, I don't see any other traffic really. Red Eagle Trail. All right. Because that just may be too, like I said, maybe they just won't give us denied. All right, well, I attempted to be good, but at this point we've got to get going here. All right, so I'm gonna get dinged for going on red, but again, I think I've kind of gotten. I mean, I'm kind of. It feels like I'm a bit of a liner right now. I don't think it will turn green for me because technically I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this. But if I don't do this, then I can't get. There's no way for me to get to Plum Creek. So, you know, it's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other at this point. So, I'll take the ding. And again, it doesn't shut me down. Typically, when you cross at a red, it will shut you down immediately. This is not doing that. So we're at 20.2 miles per hour, which is moving pretty quick, actually. I'm gonna start to put a little braking on. We're just waiting for this track here to come over. You know, we can turn this off. All right. There's our red signal still. Drop in speed. I think we got a little bit more to go before we get back. Got our. Kind of think I could probably turn these off. .2. So once these tracks come from over there, come back, join up here, we should be able to start to see the. There we go. Yeah, not that one. There's another one back here. Again, once this kind of comes in, there'll be a switch we can manipulate. Can I use that at all? No, I cannot. All right. Going a little bit slowly. I probably could speed up a little bit, but. Yeah, we go. Just a little bit. Well, just a little bit further. How's it going, Brakeman? We doing all right over there? So Brakeman's chair comes in handy here. We can see the track starting to pull in now. There's the switch here. So we'll get back here. We're going to drop the throttle, start to increase the brake. Once we see the switch, there it is right there. All right. So now we're going to get our free roam camera. I'm going to step out, come up here. There it was. You can kind of hear it there. Center on player. Now if we come back here, we can see this has changed over. Now it's down here on the Conklin East Main 2, which is what we want. So we're going to go ahead and turn around and we'll jump back into the cab. I don't do the walking thing. Hey, there's me. Although that doesn't look anything like me, really. Is my brakeman over there? He is. Look at that. I'll take over, guys. Alright, so we're going to turn our wipers back on. Let's go ahead and get this puppy fired back up. Let's turn the brake off. Let's give it some throttle here. 13%. Oh, wait. No, no, no. You are absolutely right. See, that's the thing is, I gotta switch my reverser to forward. Oops. There we go. Now we're moving ahead. Got us a bit of a long train here. It's not too long, really. So, not too bad. Long enough, though. Alright, so we're up to 10. Give it a little bit more throttle now. And as you can see, we're on that outside line. And that's going to be able to take us all the way down. We do have one more switch that we'll have to throw, which is not this one. I inadvertently threw through this one, and I literally hit the end of this going about 48 miles per hour. So that's not the one. This one here that we got to hit, and then we'll take that. This will take us right down then to Plum Creek, Maine. So we did have to back up again. I did ask for permission to cross on red. I was denied twice, and I kind of think that might just be because I'm not sure if the run is recognizing what I'm trying to do. I think I figured it out. I guess what I'm trying to say is I figured out a workaround that the game wasn't prepared for, I guess, is what I would say. So there's the ghosts in the mist there, those huge towers with this misty weather. Man, they just seem to appear out of nowhere. Very H.G. Wells, very War of the Worlds, you know. They just pop out of nowhere. It's kind of eerie. 31. Okay, we're in a 70. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually I went too far, too fast. So we'll go up to 75. There you go. Listen to those horses purr, huh? We got this one. We got 2 engines here. I got to watch for whistle signs. There are some on the route. And we also have to keep an eye out, again, like we said, we are going to have to center on player, because we get on that second one pretty quickly. Yeah. So I think once we come around the bend, I'm gonna, and it's the same thing, you kind of have to get out and go throw it. So what I'm gonna probably wind up doing is getting a free roam camera and trying to beat the train, which is kind of perilous. I think that's one of the reasons why I threw it early that one time, because it was, you know, I'm trying to get out in front of it and get it thrown, and I just jumped on the first one I saw, and like I said, that seemed to be the wrong one. So, all right, so we're coming up. Coming up to it, so I may wind up. I gotta remember, it's not the first one. Try and beat this thing. Okay, so it's not that one. Now it takes you to the siding. And as I said, you don't want to hit that at 48 miles per hour. That's crazy. But where it's gonna be, there's a whistle there that I'm gonna miss, I think. Unless I can get back in time. It's gonna be this one here. So now if we go to 9, and we're going that way. Okay, so good. Back 1, 48.8 in a 70, that's okay. Okay, 49.6 going up to 50, whistle. There you go. Whistle seems to work better if you actually use the one on the train than it does if you're using the HUD button. I don't know why, but all right. So now we're good to go. We're gonna make sure we make this here mile marker 52.4. I didn't see that. I think it was just a marker. We got a green. Here we go. Speeding. So yeah, the track drops in speed. You go from 70 to 20 as you come around, just as you hit that corner. And then the rest of this from the curve down, I think the highest speed is 25. So you really, obviously, we're getting. If this was a career mode, we would be getting just killed with the speeding penalty right now. 20.6, 20.8, and this is about how you. This is what you're going to do. You're going to basically creep now, all the way down to Plum Creek, Maine. There is a bit of a downhill slope, so you do have to keep an eye on it. There's a lot of horn blowing. I think I missed this one here, but you can see there's another one right behind it, so we're going to get over this way, and all right, there we go. 21 miles per hour. I'm at 20.6. I'm okay with that. The speed limit currently is only 20, so that's a switch. Mile markers coming up. Okay. So far so good. I'm at 0% throttle. 0% braking. We're moving through some territory here. Industry. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of brake just because. Oh, that was a whistle. All right, there you go. 20.9. I gotta start bringing that number down. There we go. 19.6. I'll let it creep up on its own. So yeah, so we're basically just gonna idle. Plum Creek, 10.7 miles that way. Center on the player. Show the task. So we still have a long way to go. But I'm glad I'm showing this because then I'll be able to, I'm going to move off of this. I'll be able to get rid of it and I could go back to randomizing my quick drives. But I did want to show that I was eventually able to work out what I needed to have, what I needed to do to make this one work. So, nice little town here. Bet you that's the Christmas tree they decorate every year. You get the crane out, everybody looks forward to it, you know. In the mist, yo. In the mist. This is some industry here. There's like one house with like 20 cars outside of it, and they're all like the same color. I don't know if they're rusted out or what. That's kind of a nice house. Let's get back to driving the train. 20.3, and well, we've gone up to a 25, so we can actually, we'll give it a little throttle here. Take a look around. Again, there's that industry we just drove past not too long ago. Got to blow that whistle again. Blow that horn. Stick our head out the window. That's kind of a nice view as well. I like that. Nice little town over here. Oh, that's the house that we were just admiring. There's everybody waiting on us. lot of white cars out here. Move over. There they are out there in the mist. Ooh, I'm speeding. Okay, so do that first of all. Get back in the cab. Get back in the driver's seat. Give it a little break. A little break. Yeah, see, it kind of wants to take off on you. All right, so at about 32%. Oh no, I just wanted to go 35%. All right, so we're gonna go back and forth between 23 and 32%. See, it's taking off. All right. Keeping our eye on that speed there. Kind of riding the brake right now, otherwise she'll take off on us. See, she goes, see how fast she goes back up? We got a horn over here. Okay, hold on. $30. 42. So yeah, so she's picking up some speed on us. She wants to run, but it's both ways. I mean, you know, as soon as you take the, you give it less brake, it starts to climb rapidly. Actually, it's still going down, still falling. But the minute you give it a little bit more brake, it starts to fall drastically as well. And like I say, this is it. This is, you got to kind of ride it all the way down. Try to steal some glances out the windows when you can. We're getting up high again. Let me just... All right, there we go. There we go. Nice scenery out here. Look around. Woodsy owl. And so yeah, so this makes it kind of a long run too, because you're limited to 25, and you know, the way the speed runs, you really can't afford to be away. You know, you can't afford to be doing too much sightseeing. Hello? All right. 24.4, we're holding there. I might actually come down a little bit later. It's 25 miles per hour, so we want to make sure. Oh, did I blow? I might have missed a horn blow. Too late now, we'll just kind of cruise. 23.8. We're more level ground than we were before, so start picking up a little bit here. Juice it a little bit. All right, 8 miles from Plum Creek, Maine, and the finish to this quick drive scenario. This is part of the Marius Pass DLC. Came with that, so if you're looking for it, That's where you'll find it, my friends. Try to get up at least up to 25. Yeah, we're dropping already. Although it looks like we got a 0.3% grade downwards, but I get what they're saying. Okay, so we'll leave it at 13. I think we can run that way. Holding predominantly at 25. Actually, we just dropped those. Dropped another one. Some of the living spaces along the route here, up to 25.6. We're going to kick that back down to 13%. Oh, now it's really, I was going to say now it seems like it's running away. 25.8, holding for a while, which I like. No, that went back up, so we're going to drop that down. All right, so I think it was one of these, you know, like, I don't know, would you call it a house or would you call that a business? But it was like right in here, just a pile of cars. Just a whole bunch of what looked like rusty cars sitting there. So we're at 25. Let's go back up to 13%. I think we're going to blow a whistle here, or did I miss it again? I think I might have missed it. Which is the other thing, really. You get out and you start sightseeing, you're missing your signage along the route, and that's, like I say, every one of those grade level crossings I should be blowing a warning horn for, and I think we've crossed a couple where I know I didn't do it, so I must be missing those, and that's part of the fun, right? I mean, you gotta stick to the rules. 1216 mile 1216 on the Plum Creek main route. What do we got going up here? Just a white marker. Taking it up to 13% again. We'll let her get up to speed here. 8.9, drop it out. Drop that speed out right there, and then we'll going through the signal here. Let's see. Farm. I guess that's hay. Highway. Here it is, right? All these rusted out cars over here. Must be some kind of a junkyard. There we go. Oop, I just spun my head all the way around like Linda Blair. 24. Falling off a little bit. Now we're going to travel alongside the highway here for a bit. Whistle. Good long blow. All right, so hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. Got out, went to the movies this morning. Saw the, I think it might be the last installment of the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We got a crossing here, right off the freeway. 25.9. Switch heading back. Brakeman's going. I wonder if he must have had to visit the little brakeman's room. Cars are pretty cool. Yep. Nice to see some traffic out there. It'd be nice if we could open the windows. Some of the trains, I know Train Sim World 2, they tend to do that, but I think there are some windows in Train Sim 2022, and I thought I saw Jamie with the Dovetail game. He was doing a stream just recently for Train Sim Classic, I believe, which will be coming out soon. I think he was able to open his windows. So again, it's kind of a hit or miss, I guess. I guess some of them you can and some of them you can't. I'm not sure how old Marius Pass is. I'll have to look that up for the next time, because that may be too. This may be one of the older maps with some older engines, so maybe they don't have that option. But that kind of became stock with later versions of the engines and the maps. So we got another W coming up here, so we're gonna go ahead and blow it. Not as long. I'm never sure how long to blow it, you know. I figure it's supposed to be a warning, so you give it a nice long blast, and you figure that's going to give everybody a pretty ample opportunity to hear what's going on. Got a little hiccup there. Typically I don't see much of that on mine, but I think I've noticed it a couple times, 1 or 2 times at least. 2 or 3, I should say. Yeah, we can get right in the exhaust. Let the exhaust wash over you. To be honest with you, it's probably not good, but I mean, I love the way diesel trains smell. It just, I don't know, it's a weird thing, I guess, but I like that diesel smell. We're at 29 here. Let's take a better look at our train here as it goes by. Here it comes. Oop, we dropped. Let's get some more speed on there. Here she comes. I like the light glow. Code told me how to get rid of the HUD. For some reason it says F5 in the breakdown, but Code Monkey, again, the friend of the stream, so it said F4. So F4. Here we come again. It's a little bit of snow falling. There she goes. All right. 4. What else do we got? 2. That's the back of the train. That's the front of the train. There's a guy that doesn't look anything like me. I kind of think that's cool though, and they're animated. It's not like they're just sitting static, but they, you know. You got your conductor, your brakeman in here. 1306, we're driving 1306. Ultra low emissions diesel. Oh, dog nabbit. Why would you do that? Sorry about that, folks. My mouse got a little too far away. CSX. Nice blue and yellow. 25.4. What do we got here? Mile marker. We got another grade crossing coming up, and I missed my horn blow, so I might as well do it. See there? Did you hear the little hiccup? And like I say, it only happens when you're coming here off of the HUD, when you're working off the HUD. If you turn and go off of the see, it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen, my friends. all I'm saying. Conspiracy? Probably. No, I'm just kidding. So here we are. The task is still a bit of ways from us, but we're on track. We're making it. We are 3.7572 miles away. Doing 25.7 and a 25. These white markers. These are just like markers. I'm not sure what that means. I'll have to check the manuals and see if anybody discusses those little white markers. They're kind of confusing though, because they do kind of look like the whistle markers. And if you got your headlights on, which you almost always do, the glare off of them. See, now these, that's nice. I can read that. There you go. A little blowy of the horn. Nice farm. Look at that huge farm over there. A little American truck sim out that way. Hauling stuff. 24.6. Let's give it a little more throttle. Got to be careful. Y'all know me. If you watch my streams before, you know I can get caught up in sightseeing, which isn't great because, you know, first of all you got to drive the train. I'd like to get video of that. Try to get up on, is it another whistle? Yeah. There you go. What if we tried to get up front to a crossing that's not, that's already going. Is there another one down here? Another whistle over there. Oh, I'm speeding. There's a whistle there. Okay. Get back in, shut down the throttle. 25.9. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'd like to get up to a crossing that's not already activated, and then just have the free cam just sitting there, have it come on, and then have the train pass. But that may be something I do often off stream, rather than wasting your time with that. 24.6. We're 2.79 miles from where we have to be. Our estimated time of arrival is 13:50:28, so 1:50:28. I forget, what time were we supposed to be? Oh no, that was just the time we were starting, it was 13:02. Yeah, I don't think there is a time limit on this, so it's as a quick drive. Alright. So that's the way you get around it. I think you're going to have to eat the deduction for the proceeding through a red. I don't know. I don't think you'll ever get a chance to, it will ever give you the approval or the green. I think you'll probably be sitting there forever waiting on that. So you just kind of have to blow through it. You got to make those two changes on the switches, and then you'll be good to go. But at this point, that's the only way I can see you getting to Plum Creek, Maine, and successfully completing this. Am I? How am I? 26. I just got to 26. All right, let's see what's over here. There's a rusted out minivan over there. So there's some stuff to see down this route as well. It's kind of an interesting route. This section, like I said, does create some issues with speed. So you can't just sit there and put it on autopilot. You got to kind of pay attention to what's happening. Here we go. Stick our head out the window here. $25.7, $25.8, $25.9. All right, we're under. Well, we're just under 2 miles at this point, and we're making our way to Plum Creek, Maine. Everybody, how's it going? You out there? There's a whistle sign. Let's get it going. One of these is you cross, basically kind of runs here. I think this is the one. The freeway here actually curves and goes over the tracks. So they're all waiting on you right here as we go across the tracks. See if we see any car accidents as people pull up too quickly. That guy right here, he was lucky. He was going a little fast. Go over the highway there. Got hit for speed there. Let's change seats with the brakeman. We'll stick our head out the window here. There you go. Whistle. All right. Back over into our chair. We're at a mile right now. 1 mile. This would be the pull-off for Kalispell Seeds, Maine. So if we were to make a pickup from Kalispell Seeds, we'd have to pull off onto this siding here. But we don't, so we're not. So we won't. 24.9. I think I'm going to stay off the. We were under a mile now to our destination. We may just let the train run out of speed on its own, hopefully, its own volition. We're at 23.9, 23.7. We're coming up to Plum Creek, Maine. 0.69 miles from our stop. 23 miles. What do we got here? That's just the white markers. Okay. All right. About a half mile now. We're on a 21.8 miles and a 25, so that's, I wouldn't say that's too bad. There it is. Coming in Plum Creek, Maine. That's right there. Okay. So we're on target here. We're going 0.39. I'll start adding some braking here a little bit. 28%. Get it up to 34%. Shut it down. Just try to get it under control so we can. Let's see what we can do here with this. Point 22. 0.2 miles. 0.19. 17. Oh. 0.15. 14. 12. All right. There it is. Plum Creek, Maine. There she goes. So we have successfully completed the Plum Creek, Maine run. Gotten our train all the way in. Well done. You have reached the end of this quick drive scenario. So there you go, folks. We did it. Targets completed. 1 of 1. Stopped at 1 out of 1 destination. Operational arrows. Signal passed at danger. Like I say, I'm not sure if that would ever change that one. Because I just don't think that that's what it's thinking. I don't think it's thinking you're going to do that. I was speeding 11 times. Big one is coming around that curve. So make sure you've got, when you do the Plum Creek run, you realize that once you come around that curve, you're going to go from 70 to 20. It's a big drop. All right, well, tune in next time. And the next time we're going to do New York to New Haven, 66 Northeast Regional to New Haven, Part 1. That's going to be 50 minutes. So we'll do that one first, and then we'll do that one, and then we'll do this one. So there you go. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully I helped you out with a little bit of something, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.